up a little bit farther than they'd like to, but Earth Spirit's still going to be sticking around. They go in, they get the roll onto KUKU. Don't know if they have the damage all the way here. Morphling needs one more slap. There we go. Can he get it? KUKU, he's so close. First blood. Oh, God. And Foker actually scores it as the Earth Spirit gets too ambitious. That gank just got turned right around in Radiant.
They'll just go on their merry way here in the mid lane. Tusk will continue his attempted pressure down the bottom lane. Nothing really going on down here until we get a couple points up into the Iron Shells. And Sam H nearly up to 3. Tim's, in fact, not soaking any of this experience yet. What a lovely support.
Maledict hits onto the Centaur. Here he goes. He stomps up, trying to prevent Raven from reinitiating. They've still got one more tick of Maledict. There we go. Ryor scores an early kill. Witch Doctor taking out a Centaur War Runner. That is not something.
No boots yet. Just go straight into the poor man's shield. See if it'll be enough to save him.
We've seen this gank before. Ryer's just going to go in. He's got the Maledict to drop, and there's going to be that cask as well. Snowball comes forward, and it looks like our Centaur is going to be hitting the deck for the second time.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see a Centaur. Happy with what's happening. He's going for the anti-Iron Shell plays. You basically put it on your enemy's creeps so they can't just kill it right away every time with the crit from the jug. Which you gotta do sometimes.
Mid lane, we've seen this rotation before. PP going in will get snowballed up. Oh god, PP's in some trouble. Morphling's hasted up. Morphing strength wanting to go in onto KUKU. Doesn't hit all that hard. Tim's gonna be slowed down. Boulder kick comes in, and that will be a kill going the way of our Morphling. PP still able to get out of here. He's fresh out of mana if it were to get real in the bottom lane, but I think he's content just farming up. LaKelz is not giving him too difficult of a time.
Yeah, we did get our Iron Talon now gone for on the Centaur too. So we can farm a little bit more into the jungle, but honestly the wave's getting here at this point. Raven already level 7. He's having a grand old time.
Raven's going in for this. He uses his Dark Pact. There's going to be a Sunstrike as well. Our Slark's able to go regen, and it looks like NT will end up going down. Oh man, Raven. They're going to go in for a trade. Still worthwhile for the Slark. He gets more gold, and he does get all the experience. Well, Centaur just gets about 150 to his name.
Yeah, it's fine. A little bit of a waste of time perhaps, but honestly, it's just a
game as a Slark. He's been relatively unchecked, has that one kill in lane. There is going to be a stop coming in. The double edge as well. Caster's Curse may come in handy here, but look at the cast bounce coming forward. There's going to be a Centaur ult to try to get himself out of this, but Raven's able to punish nonetheless. Another kill going the way of Slark. Gonna be Slark.
Like in this one, tanks him up a little bit here. And make sure he won't go down to some of the heavier magic bursts in this early game. That is a dead Warlock.
Yeah, that's the most dead Warlock here.
Yep.
Another Iron Shell for good measure, and Sam H picks himself up his first kill. For Sam H, it's been a quiet, calm lane, focused on farming and getting those levels, but now he can start to really transition into getting...
And I still lie anxiously in wait to see if Sam H will make our Helm dreams come into reality.
He's thinking about it. He's sitting on that casual headdress.
Sort of a smoke play come out here for the dire side. KUKU armed and ready with the Sunstrike to help out. Maybe come on, chuck Raven and Alacrity. Nothing? No love? Look at that. No friendliness between these two guys on the team. It's a little bit disappointing to see here. So if Raven doesn't get a kill, we're gonna blame him because he doesn't have Alacrity.
I think they can find a kill here. Looks like there is going to be Warlock Golems ready to go. What the? Thinking about it, drops the base there. The rest of the team is still wrapping around the Dire. They're starting to crumble, but nice ult there from Ryor. Might be able to secure a double kill. They find one, but now Raven's getting low. He still does have his ult if necessary. PP moving in. A very bloody fight from both sides. It's a 2-for-2 trade. They managed to burn the Warlock Golems, which I guess is an alright sacrifice there. Raven's still thinking about how he can reinitiate. Didn't have to burn a Shadow Dance, so maybe thinking about a nice pounce. Does miss onto PP, but Dark Pact is still going through. Morph is morphin strength, but they've got that speed coming forward. There's going to be a snowball coming in. The Sunstrike to secure the kill. Oh, but the waveform. PP moves in. Raven's getting low. Can PP actually turn this? Looks like a replicate is made. PP, though, still getting so low. Finally, Raven finds the kill. Does he have to trade for his own life? FeiMao actually makes his way into the trees, and I don't think you can tangle with a Slark that's this far ahead. So it looked like a dead Raven. It's actually a double
nice
kill
snowball grab.
The snowball's coming back forward, but doesn't make it far enough away. Raven is able to play this one safe. Tims is going to eat a solo Omni Slash. He gives his life, but still worthwhile to make sure Raven gets those kills.
Oh, that was so sick. What a save. Raven was completely dead up there because he still had like 2 seconds left. He just snowballs and tucks him in from below. Oh, very nicely done. So at first that all favored the KUKU, he has his Midas, and he has a lot of gold stacked on top of that too. Not having to join any of these engagements besides the orbital strike of his Sunstrike.
Raven's just evaporating this Warlock right there.
Oh, just diving him down, eh? Yeah.
And it's easy. If you land that pounce, what could Warlock do? It's going to be a TP in from the Slark, or rather, the Tusk. Damage. He's got that vac wall combo ready to go. I think Dire are completely fine sacrificing that tier 1 for some serious pressure onto the tier 2.
They should be able to hold it too, honestly, because they see the replicate timing.
Oh, snowball initiation. Morphling's going to hop right out. Tims threatens the snowball. There we go. TP in from the Centaur Warrunner. That's a bold play there. He's going to go immediately in for the stomp, but he can't run himself out of that one. That was definitely an interesting choice by our Centaur. I think underestimating the punish of just a Witch Doctor and a Slark.
Yeah,
Raven, he's moving forward here onto FeiMao. He gets that jump. Very well played. Now he may be a bit too ambitious with this and will decide to back off.
Slark, what a hero. Just purges off your entire ulti combo. He's just funny.
Coconuts onto the Morphling here. He's going to go ahead and get maledicted as well. PP taking some harass. Meanwhile, Sam H on our Darkseer able to get some good pressure into the top lane. Just farming up, keeping his streak going. Kelz pushing him forward. Has the Omni Slash available. Now Sam H needs to be careful not to split up too far from his creeps. And there's the Walrus Punch. There's the Vacuum Wall. And there is a dead LaKelz. Down bottom, Raven, he's getting focused down. He has his ult up in 10 seconds. Coconut hits onto
it now, but it's just, they've just had Ion Shells this whole lane. They've had an Invoker pushing mid, and then they had the other 3 heroes in their jungle the whole time.
MH gonna be caught out here. Speaking of Centaurs, stomped up, slapped down, and that's gonna be a nice kill onto the Darkseer. 400 gold going straight to the Morphling, and that's gonna make a big difference here. He's almost at his Lincoln Sphere. In fact, he has it when he wants to buy it. There you go.
Yeah, this will still just be the very
Invoker than it was in the series number 1. LaKelz, I mean, he's sitting back. He's not magic immune, but he's still taking a beating. He is completely forced away. NT comes in. The golems are going to be dropped. Warlock has a chance to redeem this, but
nice
there's going to be a wall popped in as well. Raven continuing to move forward. Oh, God. It's just complete bloodshed and massacre. 3 heroes down for Trust. The Tornado clips onto the Centaur as well. They will find this kill eventually. There we go. Coconut comes in. The Ice Wall, it's everything dumped out. The Centaur commits his ult to that, but doesn't clip onto anyone. In fact, that's going to be an Aegis burn down from the Slark. Very big fight, but of course there are no golems left. KUKU getting low from slaps from the Morphling. PP, though, will be focused as Lincoln's popped. He's punched in the air. NT on the Centaur going to be slowed down as well. He's got Cold Snap on him. He can't get away. It's a godlike streak from the Slark, who's now in his ultimate form, regenning like crazy. And objectives are now the main focus for TNC, looking to score a full lane of super creeps before the 25-minute mark. Now, Slark has to be very careful, doesn't have his ult, doesn't have his Aegis. He is able to get away, and that's a meatball dumped out. This Morphling gets low as well. The snowball connects. The Sunstrike comes in. Morphling able to waveform himself back towards the fountain, but this opens up the racks once again for TNC. Even through backdoor protection, they're able to carve him down. Full lane of super creeps up in this top lane. Retreat from the Dire. Well played overall. Huge advantage for them now.
Yeah. Buy back now. Kick away, roll, run! I believe!
TP's just sitting here chilled in the shards, and there's going to be a Tusk Snowball initiating. Morphling may be a little bit distracted by the Snowball, and there we go. Punch up. PP going to get focused down, goes up to the shrine, activates it, but Tims is just...
Oh, Raven's in. He wants that
Raven
Warlock.
is in. I thought that was a blink back to the low ground, but he is just full Divide right now. He's silenced up. He does have his ult. He's going to pop into that right now. Nice EMP from the Invoker, causing a lot of mana burn going down. It's a decent ult from the Warlock. Wall comes in. This Darkseer's breaking my game with all his particles, but it's a godlike streak still continued for our Clark, and he's chill. KUKU's coming forward. There's going to be a Sunstrike. Not going to clip onto PP. PP, in fact, looking to turn things with that adaptive strike, but a snowball comes in. There's the Maledict onto the Morphling. I don't think he escapes this one. The GG comes out from Trust at only 26 minutes into the game as TNC get the start they needed to roll over the Radiant.
Yeah, they won all 3 lanes, so that generally makes the game pretty easy. Kind of hard to really base too much off of the draft or like synergies. Like there was no team synergy in terms of Trust like that could be shown because they just never got to the point where any of their heroes would have worked together. They tried to just dissuade the Darkseer with nothing but Jug, but it wasn't quite enough. And the Centaur got abandoned. He didn't get enough help early on, or any help, or he didn't maybe ditch the lane himself too much. But up against the Slark, you kind of feel this pressure to try and do something to him, and ended up just feeding him more gold. So TNC.